Bottom Cowboy. For the first time since 2007, Kohala's in the state final and hoping to ride off into the sunset with the trophy, while the Rough Riders are in their first title game trying to make history of their own. Kohala and Roosevelt for the Division II state championship. And the Stan Sheriff Center will be popping tonight as we welcome you to the final day of the 2020 season. This is the Snapple Division II Boys Basketball State Championship, Kohala and Roosevelt. What a ride here for the Cowboys as they were in the quarterfinals and defeated the KIF champs from Kauai by 4, then defeated the OIA runners-up, McKinley, 45-27. The Rough Riders took care of Seabury Hall before having a nail-biting victory over Hawaii Prep. As Roosevelt's in their first title game, Kohala their first title game in 13 years. Hi, everyone. Great to have you with us. Felipe Ojastro along with Kevin Wong, Jimmy Bender, and Tom Yoshida joins us in just a second. What a moment for these 20 total individuals on this team. 11 players for Kohala, 9 for Roosevelt, and they're going to duke it out for a Division II championship. And for one program's first Division II championship. And I'll tell you, these two teams, here's the differences. You've got an undersized, scrappy Kohala team. On the other side in red, this team is the big city and the big boys, right? They've got a lot of size. But if you look at the youth from both sides, both have a lot of sophomores and juniors in the starting lineup. And then you look at their star power, left-handed sophomores, these two teams look a lot like each other on paper. Speaking of star power, here's Jimmy Bender and the New City Nissan Court Report. Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Talked to both of the coaches about what they got to do to win that championship tonight, the first for either team, right? So here we go. On the Kohala side, Coach Kihei Capelli, he told me the main thing for them is going to be stopping Drake Watanabe. You guys talked about him. We all know about him. Yeah, they got to shut him down. The other thing he said we need to do, and they did it effectively last night, is rebound. A lot of offensive rebounds they got as well last night. Now, over on the Roosevelt side, Coach Steve Hathaway telling me, main concern for him tonight, he said, we got to slow down the tempo. He said it may sound counterproductive, but when we slow it down, we actually score more points. So look for Roosevelt to really be looking to move the ball up the court slow, get into that half-court set, and work from there. Guys, that's it from here on the court. Back to you.
13 total tournament appearances, just about 20 total tournament wins. History awaits one for these two teams for the Division II championship. We'll meet the players when we come back here in Manoa. Kohala and Roosevelt in the Snapple Division II State Championship.
This Spectrum OC16 presentation is sponsored by New City Nissan, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell.
Back here at the Stan Sheriff Center, we get ready for Roosevelt and Kohala. Lights on here in the Stan Sheriff Center for just the second all-time meeting between these two, since they met in the 09 quarterfinal, where Roosevelt lost to Kohala by 12. Roosevelt in their first championship game in school history. Kohala in their first since 2007, where they lost to McKinley. Ironically, that was a team that they beat just to get here to the title game. The feeling and the emotions, this is going to be quite the display we're going to see here in these two games for the two championships. The teams and the coaches on the floor. Time now here for the Zippy starting lineups in Keenan-Gu.
High School Athletic Association Division II Boys State Basketball Championship Tournament. Tonight's championship place game matches the BIIF runner-up Kohala Cowboys against the OIA champions and number 4 seed Roosevelt Rough Riders. Here is your starting lineup for the Cowboys. At guard, a 5'8" junior, number 11 Moses Emiliano. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 20, Ocean Casimiro. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 21, Kobe Agbayani. At forward, a 5'8" senior, number 23, Elijah Antonio. And at center, a 5'11" junior, number 32, Molonai Emiliano. The head coach for the Cowboys is Kohala. For the Rough Riders, at guard of 5'10" sophomore, number 10, Drake Watanabe. At guard of 5'7" junior, number 12, Logan Quinlan. At guard of 5'8" sophomore, number 14, Cody Seguancia. At center, a 6'4" senior, number 23, Kohala Koki. And that guard, a 5'9" freshman, number 24, Cayman Lewis. The head coach for the Rough Riders is Steve Hathaway and son, Tristan.
Keenan Good, thank you very much. Let's get to our officials. They're brought to you by Shopo Boys Police Officers Union. Excellent crew here, led by Eric Morales, along with Kelvin Davis and Daniel Matsumura. Nothing left to do but to throw the ball up and see what happens. For the Division II championship, the tip-off from Manoa coming up.
This Spectrum OC16 presentation is sponsored by Zippy's, Hawaii Honda Dealers, Shopo, the State of Hawaii Police Officers Union, and Jack in the Box.
It's been 11 years since Roosevelt and Kohala duked it out. The last time they faced in the 09 quarterfinals, where Kohala won by 12. A lot of nerves, a lot of anticipation, and even in the shoot-around, more of these guys are anxious for this opportunity and for, quote-unquote, what people have called little old Kohala. Faced a lot of doubters this year. They have silenced those critics. Hoshin Casimiro in for Kohala. Kalana Koki in for Roosevelt. This is for the Division II state championship. Underway here from Manoa. Begin with Roosevelt here on the offensive attack. Coming off that 4-point victory over Hawaii Prep, where they shot 37% from the field. Lob here for Cookie, but it was too tall. And the first turnover of the night.
Big city boys from Roosevelt. I've also seen, they're the cardiac kids too. They have caused Steve Hathaway a lot of love, also a lot of heartache over this year.
Just 9 players here for the Rough Riders. This is a quick attacking Kohala team that likes to get out and shoot the three. Yes, Casimiro hits the opening triple, his 5th of the tournament.
That is a huge shot, right? This is a team that needs confidence. What could you ask for more than having your star guard get a tough look and put it down?
Elijah Antonio draws the foul here, but that's money for Casimiro, averaging 21.5 in the tournament. To the line, here's Cayman Lewis, one of 3 freshmen here for Steve Hathaway's crew. Fairly young team, just 2 seniors on this team. Lewis, first year on the varsity squad, 68% from the line. Able to split and finally get Roosevelt on the board. Kohala takes a lot of pride in their conditioning and their ability to run teams out of the gym. They've only had 2 losses this year, both of them to Hawaii Prep. Enrollment of about a few hundred. Casimiro, good feed inside the block from behind on Lewis after Emiliano tried to take it to the 10.
Yeah, Kohala, they've got the young team. They also have a young coach, as you see the great interior defense. A lot of length on this Roosevelt team. Coach Kie in his first season as head coach.
Well, Emiliano can't convert there. Here's Watanabe. They had the size advantage. Koki kept the pivot foot down to turn around. Can't bend it in. Casimiro got the board. Second-year varsity man, the current and future face of this program, on a drive and kick here. Rotate out here to Bayani. Rebound was poked out here by Moses Emiliano. One of 2 Emilianos, both of them cousins for the Cowboys.
First finals ever for Roosevelt, so in a lot of ways they've already made history. For Kohala, they were in the finals in 2007. Took a second, losing to McKinley. Kind of nice when you
have a little redemption in the semifinals against your past foe.
And Coach Kohala, who was an assistant on that 07 team.
His first year as an assistant, right?
Right.
And he said there's a different vibe this year.
Lewis. Oh, clean block there from Emiliano. Molina goes up and denies him.
Giving up a lot of height is Molonai. Perfect timing, though.
Molonai still feeling the energy after the rest of the team, just out of the blue, bought him shoes. They bought him Air Force Ones and some Vans. I said, why? He's like, well, he's part of our team. That is an amazing group of gentlemen here.
How come you never do that? You got a lot of shoes.
6 minutes here to go here in the first. Kick here to Agbayani. Emiliano clears space. Kick out here, Antonio.
Wow, this is a dream start. Only senior who gets key minutes for this team.
Watanabe. Oh, offensive foul.
There it is, right? Tokyo Drift. This is more fast and furious on the other side. Love the ball motion, love the spacing, and on the far side, that was almost 2 charges on 1 play.
This team loves taking charges. They embrace that physical contact. And Kohala has shown it here all throughout the tournament when they played either at Pamuki or Kalani, which were the 2 Division II sites of the tournament. Lob here and hanging in there was Emiliano. And they'll rotate it back to Antonio. Out of the corner, Emiliano. Oh, and it's Ocean Casimiro to get the board. Casimiro is so quick. Goes one-on-one with Cookie. Threw it away. Lewis got it here for the Rough Riders.
Like Steve Hathaway said, sometimes we got to slow things down to get more points. Right now, it's 1 penetrate and a miss.
Casimiro, the lefty finish. Timeout, Roosevelt.
Look at how Kohala ran the full length of the court on the timeout. That tells me they got legs for days, right? Up in front, Casimiro with the finish, and then when the whistle blows, he runs the full length of the court back over. One of the first guys in the pack.
Casimiro said he's the leader. You know, he wants the ball in the big moment. So much confidence on this squad. He was an all-star baseball and football athlete, possible volleyball route this year. His father, Reeve Casimiro, is an assistant on this team, and he was a big fan of the local musician Ocean, and so that's why he was named after the musician Ocean. So there is 2 other younger siblings that he has, Rain, which is one of them.
And Bretta is. No? Okay.
And River.
Oh, okay.
So there's Rain, River, and Ocean.
That's amazing.
Now it's the motion of the Ocean that has helped Kohala get out in front by 7. Casimiro has 5 here for the Cowboys. Koki tries to attack and finally bounces one in.
Yeah, best possession for Roosevelt. Had some patience, got some touches.
Emiliano stutter step, got inside, stripped from Lewis. Takeaway here, it's Quinlan. Going against Emiliano, threw it up with the left, off of Cookie, going the other way.
The speed on this court. This is actually more speed than we'll see in the D1 level, which is something we don't talk about very much. How do you control that speed is really going to be the question.
This is a Kohala team that prides itself on its conditioning, as you mentioned. Every practice, they end with 8 suicides minimum, as we have a travel after Kobe Agbayani was trying to get his feet square. They end each practice with 8 suicides minimum, and each of those suicides have to be 30 seconds or less. So it's that kind of blue-collar work ethic that they have in a gym that has its original bleachers that are decades old.
Amazing.
It is really grassroots basketball. Lewis, the freshman, attacks, nearly had a wedgie up against the rim in the backboard. The tip-out came here to Emiliano, and it's 3 on 3. Emiliano, foul on the floor. But Seguancia bumped him on the way to the bucket. So Seguancia picks up his first, with the tone being set early. Giddy up, Kohala. The Cowboys up 5. Mike's Engraving and Trophies is the official trophy provider for Spectrum OC 16 Sports. For all your special achievements, call Ryan at Mike's Engraving and Trophies. They're located behind Cutter Ford in Aiea. Kohala cheer squad in the house. They made the trip as well for the 14-2 BIF runners-up in Division 2. Kohala. Kihei Kapeli saying, you know, living up to the expectations is part of the pressure of the job. A lot was built up with the youth on this team. They felt like they have checked off all the right boxes to get to this one game, and now it's just a matter of cashing in. Obi Akbayani's going to guard Logan Quinlan here. It's been a struggle here, Roosevelt, early on, trying to get the ball down the hoop.
A lot of it was the defense of Kohala.
Watanabe just his second field goal attempt tonight. Koki got the board, and it is a Seguancia triple.
He is the X factor for Roosevelt tonight. Streaky shooter. We've seen big points in big games.
Averaging 10.5 this week. He has his first 3, and the Rough Riders within 2. Casemiro looks around. Oh, got to the bucket and scored!
I love the combination of humility from Casemiro, but absolute fearlessness too.
His uncles are the brothers Casemiro, so all the musical bloodlines still running through here for Kohala. Up top, Watanabe. Can't get the bounce. All black jerseys to get that rebound. And it's the 5'6" Kobe Akbayani to get the board.
Get out on him.
Casemiro hits it!
You gotta know at all times where he is, right? He's that dangerous.
And a near steal here from Akbayani. Well, the threes were being knocked down here. First by Seguancia. And then Casemiro on the opposite side. Got a foul here, a time, excuse me.
Ocean Casemiro's stat line in the quarterfinals against Kauai. Craziest stat line I've seen all year long. 27 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals.
Sheesh.
That's 46 things that he was able to do.
Yeah. And he is somebody who wants to outperform anybody. Off the heel there for Akbayani's 3. Quinlan gets the rebound. It's 2-on-2 on the Roosevelt push. All the way to the bucket. Quinlan lost it on the way up.
Numbers.
Up ahead, here's Francisco.
And this is Kohala's tempo game, right? Listen, we're only in the suicide number 2 for them. Not even breathing heavy at all.
Here's Lewis. Wrap around. Batted away by Casemiro.
Hey, keep going. Keep going.
Too much space, too much time. Think about where he's going to be in the next couple of years, right? Just a sophomore on the other side.
Watanabe trying to get hot, and he hits his first field goal of the night.
Averages 20 points a game.
Koki got the block there on Molonai Emiliano.
And Watanabe actually in this gym last year. He was on the Punahou team in the D1 final.
Coming up short to Marino, looking to defend their D1 crown later tonight. They're putting a lot of pressure here in Watanabe with Moses Emiliano guarding him. And so Lewis hits it. Nylon for 2.
We've been talking about the freshman. We've been talking about the sophomores. That's a freshman, right? Second leading scorer, 10 points a game. Wow.
Casemiro can't get it. The tip goes to Francisco. Tip from behind by Watanabe, who's got high energy here.
The speed of this game, the fearlessness. Watanabe, he's reminding a lot of people as the Harden of Hawaii. He's got the lefty, he's got the step back, he's got the range. Just he's got to work on the beard, right?
Yes.
No beard.
Not yet.
Maybe by junior year.
Yes, it's not old enough, I don't think, here. Kamukai Hue here. Good defensive pressure there from Watanabe. The block messed up the shot, even though he didn't touch it. Half minute here to go. Watanabe trying to take Emiliano, but lost it on the way up. And it ended on the baseline, but it was deflected out off Kohala. New City Nissan is Hawaii's premier Nissan dealer and a proud sponsor of high school sports. Check them out online at newcitynissan.com. New City Nissan in the heart of Kalihi. Watanabe loves these moments. Can he bring him back in it? Lewis a three. Rebound, Saguancia's put back up. His follow is no good, and down is Saguancia. Athletic trainers are about to come onto the floor here. Saguancia is slow to get up. Remember, he was dealing with some injuries too in the OA Division II championship, and he's holding on to that left hip.
Yeah, hit hard on the land. Not the first chance, but the second one. Actually, a little bit of foot tangle.
Now Saguancia taking his first free throw since the Kaiser game late January. It's been 5 games where he hasn't had an attempt for the 73% free throw shooting sophomore.
Yeah, he's a really good free throw shooter. A lot of times the best on this team. But that's a little bit of a span, right, where you don't get to have the game strokes.
La'akea Kauka in here for Kohala. So Guancia able to bend that one in. Jason Hurt in for defense here in the final 6.9.
Casimiro been doing a good job of driving, but then he's also been looking for the dish to the wings.
3 to shoot. End of the quarter. Casimiro. Fun first quarter. Kohala led by 9. Rosa battles back on a 6-0 run to pull within 3 after 1. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 1186, is a proud supporter of high school sports. Check them out online. And once again, good luck to all the student athletes and a huge mahalo to the coaches and other volunteers that make it happen. Well, Ocean Casimiro doing good work tonight.
He's taking it down by the river, down by the ocean, by the spring.
Everywhere.
From the Mauka to Makai, Felipe.
And you know, he's just fluid on the floor. On the inside, there is Kai Hui for his first deuce.
Ocean's got his own Ahu Pua'a going on out there.
Roosevelt's within 1 now after Kohala led by as many as 9 earlier in the first quarter. The defensive intensity step up here. Gonna guard Emiliano. Double comes, and this one is thrown away.
They've gotten more patient, right? They've done a really good job. Steve Hathaway's pressed the right buttons. You're seeing more passing. You're seeing more patience.
There's Jason Hur all the way to give the Rough Riders the lead.
You may remember him from the OIA Championships, one of the 2-shot blocks that saved the game.
Watanabe having the one at the end of the game to win it. Emiliano cut into the hole. And Molonai, the junior, knocks in his first deuce.
This is a good game. We got 2 good basketball teams, evenly matched. High drama.
Jason Hur, 4-sport athlete. Lewis trying to find the line, but bounced it off his foot, out of bounds. Steve Hathaway arguing that it was touched by the Cowboys. That one looked like it was off Roosevelt.
No headband tonight for her. And on the far side, the unselfishness, right? This Kohala team, no one's looking for their own points. Everyone's looking for the best of the team.
Casimiro left his feet, pulled it up. Francisco.
Oh, tough shot.
Kid who grew up in the Philippines, moved to the Big Island in the 3rd grade. Proud of his community. Makes a good 2 there. Look out. That one was deflected. No backcourt violation. Watanabe lost it. Hur fights for it. Diving on the deck was Emiliano. He threw it away to Lewis. Bomb here to Quinlan. Tough bucket. Hur. Free throw line. Jeffrey Francisco, 3rd-year varsity man, the junior. They say we love his energy off the bench and produces quick.
It's like this game, so someone's got the DVR They left it on fast forward, right? Someone's got to press real time because things are out of control right now.
That was her 11th free throw attempt of the year for the guy who shoots 40%, the senior who wants to get into nursing after high school. Football, volleyball, track and field, basketball. And the Rough Riders pretty good at the line in Division II, but they were 54% last night against Hawaii Prep. Casimiro out on the drive here, as this is a third team foul here for the Rough Riders and the first for Kamukai Hui.
Well, once again, referee's doing a really good job, right? They're letting some contact go, but then when you see some blatant hand checking, all year long, we've seen nothing but good refereeing.
Through the hands there of Kauka and nearly picked by Seguancia. Casimiro's been a while since he's taken a shot. That off the foot of her. And here comes Quinlan. Watanabe, make a three. Take a tougher two, which was blocked there by Kauka. Casimiro. Emiliano. A chance for three.
I got whiplash, right? Back and forth. It's like watching a ping pong game where the action just keeps moving. This is in slow motion. What a game.
They cut, they dive.
You know, you talked about the pressure for Kohala. And Coach Kihei, he said, when we've got a good team, our gym, Hisaoka gym, it gets packed. When we go to States, it's like we're playing at home. All the support, everyone's so supportive. We're ready. There's pressure, but we're ready. We're here to compete for a championship.
And right now they're up three. Casimiro couldn't get it down. Koki gets the rebound, all 6'4" of him. Yanks it down. That is a bad pass there. That came from Quinlan.
Got baited by Agbayani. Agbayani just kind of played possum.
Moses, air ball. Rebound there for Elazar Ching. Threw it away there. Sequancia. Breakneck pace here. Watanabe, no. Koki, no. Watanabe trying to pick at it. Casimiro ended up out of bounds. I think he did. And good call, Daniel Matsumura. He had the better angle of it underneath the bucket.
If either team can just take a deep breath and slow things down a microsecond, they're going to have so much success.
Seguancia. Well, so much for that advice.
Yeah.
Just out of the inbound pass.
And they're young, right? They're young, they're excited. This is the biggest stage they've ever played at. I like this. They're pulling it back. This is exactly what you need.
Emiliano to his cousin. And dropped it underneath for Elazar Ching.
I don't know if that was called in from the bench. Probably was. Just what the doctor ordered, right? Slow things down, get a good look.
Good find there. Seguancia to Koki. Seguancia is so fast, he made two Cowboys collide on that play. And it freed up 5 on 3. This one thrown high. Quinlan chasing. Quinlan. Oh, man, what a finish. And one. Sisters came through the program. Kohala and Kahu are great basketball players. Logan Quinlan elevates and detonates, and a chance for 3 when we come back. Show your support for Hawaii's law enforcement community with official Shopo merchandise. The store is open to the public and is located on Hoy Street in Kalihi. Proceeds benefit officers and their families statewide. I love the final day of the tournament where all the supporting teams and supporting fans come and fill out the lower bowls, expecting a big crowd here tonight for our 2 championship games with Marino and Kamehameha for the D1 crown later this evening on Spectrum OC16. Logan Quinlan, 63% from the line, does a lot of spirited talking on the floor, was intense during shoot-around. Comes in and equalizes here.
He's the only guy who really came back this season for Steve Hathaway with some playing minutes. Very young and inexperienced team. On the other side, Kohala is very young, but they have more experience. They were here last year, had that tough first round match against Damien.
Here to go. The most patient we've seen. Kohala, that one off the foot. And a near opportunity for the Rough Riders. Steve Hathaway saying we've always had slow starts in games. He doesn't really have a reason for it, but he said hoping that the fact that he wore the same shirt, slacks, and shoes all throughout the week, hoping that will pay off. Casemiro burns him again for his third triple today.
2 of them right from that very spot.
13 here for Casemiro, who has 7 3-pointers made in the tournament. Quinlan in traffic. Abayani, good job there from Seguancia. Seguancia, Luis Watanabe, who hasn't had a lot of good touches here in this first half, thanks to the great defense from Moses Emiliano for the Cowboys. And Emiliano there over Cookie. It's almost, we've seen teams now the last 3 games as a putback here for Lewis eliminate the opposing player's best player.
Right, this is a baby boxing one for sure. You can tell when there's no help defense, right? When their back is to the basketball and their face is buried in the shirt of the guy they're guarding.
Ocean kicked it off by Yannick, got it inside to Moses and then to his cousin Molina Emiliano. Kohala led by as many as 9 in the first. Roosevelt has not led this evening. We've had 2 ties here this Division II championship. Casemiro's floaters up. Watanabe with an angry leaping rebound for his 3rd of the day.
I wouldn't go too much inside against Roosevelt. They got a number of shot blockers. They got a lot of length and speed. Never know where someone's going to come on defense from you.
Seguancia.
On the other side, if I was Roosevelt, I'd be attacking the basket every single time. Kohala team giving up a lot of height.
Travel. Other way. That's the 9th turnover here for the Cowboys.
This spot right here, you can't give him any air, no light. On the far side, really nice play in here from Cayman Lewis. You know, a lot of these Roosevelt guys were at a gym cleaning at Palolo Rec Center last week, I saw. It's pretty amazing. They were there at 7:30 in the morning. They're not something you see from a lot of teams.
Lewis got it here. 70 seconds to go. Watanabe from 15. Yes. Watanabe's got 5. And Roosevelt has the lead.
I think if I'm Kohala, I hold on for one last shot.
Kick for the corner. Oh, good fake there from Francisco, but that one's short.
It's too much height, right? There's too much rainforest in there.
Lewis, couldn't find a Cookie. Another turnover. Roosevelt has number 9 here today after they had 16 in the semifinal game last night.
Not an easy jump shot at all. It's gonna be fun to watch these guys right over the next couple of years. Roosevelt's going D1.
Yep.
Any chance Kohala goes D1?
It's up to the league coordinators, right? And then the ADs out there. They want to compete in D1, and I think they've proven it. And they did defeat the likes of Hilo and YK as the season has gone on. 10 seconds here to go for Ocean Casemiro. 13 points, game high so far. Timer at 5. Casemiro.
Oh, man.
Scoop to the hoop. To end the half.
What was this?
Woo. Flowing through. Dive into the bucket. 15 in the first half and a 1-point lead for Kohala. 28-27, Kohala leads at the half here in the Snapple Division II boys basketball state championship. History awaits one of these squads as they will capture their first trophy in school history. Courtside, Felipe Hostro, Kevin Wong, Jimmy Bender, and Tom Yoshida. Fast-paced, moving tempo here on offense as everyone catches their breath after those first 16 minutes.
Crazy game, right? And I think what's most impressive, this is the first time for a lot of these players under these bright lights. No one's been too small for the moment, right? Everyone living up to the billing.
Ocean Casimiro has been great for Kohala in the first half, especially the scoop to the hoop to end the second quarter. He's hit 3 3-pointers so far in this game, 15 total points in 60 minutes.
Really tough to defend, right? Because he's got the quick release from the long range. He can do it from the left side, from the right side, and then when you start giving that too much respect, the fearlessness inside. A lot of these plays could be and ones, right? A lot of contact, a lot of creativity. The windmill.
Wow. Up there. 9 players here for Rough Riders. 7 of them have scored. Thank you very much, Greg Sato, as he lets us know that's a 5 for 8 from the floor here for Ocean Casimiro. For Roosevelt, got to get more touches here for Drake Watanabe. They tried to eliminate him in those first 2 quarters, but he still had 5 first-half points.
And sometimes the lesson you got to learn is less is more, right? And for Watanabe, he's just so excited. The handles aren't there. The shot's not there. As he gets into the game a little bit more, I think he's going to be very dangerous.
Look at what Roosevelt did in those first 2 quarters. The Rough Riders offensively, a little bit of everything at the buffet, attacking inside, attacking outside, and they're within 1.
Yeah, not enough Koki in the middle. He's the big on either team. You see the pass to the outside. Seguancia has been on fire throughout this tournament. And then Drake Watanabe, watch out. He's starting to get a little bit hot, starting to get a little bit less energy, which is a good thing. And Ka'aiui off the bench, he could be another big storyline.
9 turnovers apiece for each of these 2 squads, and 2 quarters away from a Division II state title. Roosevelt and Kohala, 1-point game here on Spectrum OC 16.
Boy, we've had some great games here at the Stan Sheriff Center over the last couple of nights. Another close one at the half. Kohala leading by 1 over Roosevelt. How's it, Jimmy Bennett here on the court? Talk to the coaches for their adjustments. Now over on the Kohala side, Coach Kihei saying, you know, main thing for him, he likes the way the pace is going, and what he said at the beginning, he's sticking with it. He likes that they need to rebound a little bit more. He likes that they need to stop Drake the way they've been doing. They keep that up. He feels like this is a good game for them. On the Roosevelt side, Coach Steve saying, it's not exactly the game plan that he wanted. We talked about slowing it down. He said they were a little bit faster than that. But all in all, he said if we get it inside to Koki, he feels like that's the game plan. And we're only down 1 at the half, and we did not play our best half. So if we can flip it around a little bit, we got a really good chance for this one as well. Guys, that's it from here on the court. Let's do some trivia.
Thank you, Jimmy. Trivia time, y'all. Okay. Not so much a question, but unscramble this name. It's an all-tournament MOP award winner. It's a 2-word name, obviously, first and last name. And I'll tell you what, we'll give all of you a hint. How about the first hint? He played on TV last night. Nothing yet, guys? All right, how about second hint? He played in Division II last year. And the final hint, the realtor Ajay.
Is it Cordell Ing?
It is Bryce Forbes from Damien. Bryce Forbes was outstanding last night. Last year, remember, Damien was in Division II, won the state championship, ended up being the impact player. Yesterday, Damien fell to Kahuku in the 3rd place game. By the way, this is Alvin Stevenson, in all likelihood's last season as the head coach for the Damien Monarch program. And in his 9 years, he's done amazing stuff and really brought them back to basketball relevance. Hey, it's the best of Spectrum OC 16 with a brand new primetime lineup. You can tune in starting at 7 p.m. each weeknight for different episodes of Cooking Hawaiian Style, Hawaii Skin Diver, Hawaii Goes Fishing, The Pet Hui, and Ultimate Japan, exclusively on Spectrum OC 16. Kihei Kapeliela, whose niece Carly Ann is actually watching us over on the Big Island. Happy 21st birthday, Carly Ann. As Kihei says that he gets great influence from the guys before him. Don Fernandez, also James Marquez, who's been a big influence in his life. He says the conditioning's a big part. The defensive ability and intensity we want to keep intact. And it's so cliche in sports that defense wins championships, but it's the building block, and a major one here for Kohala, trying to get their first state title.
My other quote that he says about Coach Don is so funny. So I was just saying, you got 2 choices. You can either grow or work harder and get faster. We're not going to grow, so we got one choice.
Molina Emiliano able to knock that one down as Kohala, who lost in the 07 state title game, will have to add a 1 to the win column here, along with Roosevelt playing in their first.
You know, you look through the past results, this Kohala team seems to trend upward in the second half. They do good work in the second half, makes sense with their conditioning. Roosevelt's had some mixed results in second halves. Kaimuki they had to fight off towards the end on a big comeback.
Boy prep too.
Right.
In the semifinal rounds last night, and Roosevelt only led once in this game when it was 27-26. Koki spins all the way to the bucket, but it was strong. Foul here on Koki.
Really nice take, right? That's the look. That's the look Steve Hathaway wants. There's such a disconnect, though, right? Because Hathaway, he's a purist. He's a basketball guy. His email still along the lines of Pistol Steve, right? From Iowa. He's given his team a lot more freedom this year as well.
Ocean hops in the lane. We're going to get a foul here against the Rough Riders.
So shifty, right? Two guys with just a tiny little window between them, and somehow he's able to split the gap.
Yeah, they try to pinch and seal off that gap as Quinlan gets called for his first. Off by Yanni. Rebound here for Seguancia. Rick Watanabe had 5 points in the first half. Not a ton of touches. They did a good job on him defensively this evening. Lewis nearly lost in. Look what I found, Drake Watanabe. Former Punho Buff and Blue long skip. Keep it here.
I was trying to look at how Roosevelt won that semifinal game. Down early, lots of turnovers. Point Prep at 15 steals. At the end, it was about shooting, finishing.
Casimiro. Ocean, kick, corner, triple. It's short there for Antonio. So Guanci gets the rebound. Yeah, in that game, Roosevelt had 4 more free throw attempts, just 2 more assists, but did hold Hawaii Prep to 27% shooting from the floor. Watanabe double team comes over the top, missed it. And then the traffic is Molinai Emiliano. Here's Moses now, his cousin. He goes out of bounds. Moses gave me the most Big Island quote I've ever heard. And I love these guys. I was just like, because he's a big hunter and he loves hunting. And so I was like, Moses, what's the biggest thing you ever caught? And he said, with or without guts. At a 150-pound boar. He won a lot of competitions there. Air ball here for Casimiro. This is a great group of guys. And
you don't want to pack the guts out. No, you got to leave the guts.
Yeah. I'm like, do the guts matter? He's like, well, in competition, apparently, however they judge it. And I'm not a hunting expert, as you can tell by my face and my body. He said, oh, you know, it's a big deal.
You're a gatherer.
Yes. 30-27. Off the heel for Koki. Seguancia trying to fight for the rebound, but it ended off Kohala.
Big part of the success of this team, and over the next few years, this NSP youth basketball program in Kohala. A lot of the coaches here, a lot of the parents.
Oh, how about Moses?
Look at this.
NSP, which is their club team, stands for No Sense Play. It's a club team that all the coaches, the majority of these coaches played growing up.
Yeah, they got their starting 5, right? Reeves, the point guard, Keone's shooting guard.
And again, we've talked all throughout the season about if the dribbler is disturbed either rhythm, speed, balance, or quickness, that's an automatic foul.
Which was called here on Quinlan, who picked up number 2.
Rhythm, speed, balance, or
quickness.
Quickness. I was disturbed about quickness all the time.
Off the hands here of Emiliano. Each team with 10 turnovers. 3 minutes in, quarter 3, Division II championship. Seguancia, man, his first step and his explosiveness to the bucket is just so wicked quick.
This whole game, you got like 9 point guards and Koki out there, right? It's amazing. Amazing to see. One of the big wins for this Roosevelt team through the year, the win over D1 team Kaiser, right? And Kaiser, if you kind of go through the list, they had some big upsets as well.
Defeated Kahuku on the final day of the regular season.
Also beat Kamehameha.
Missed them both. Watanabe collects over the top. Can't hit. Good box out there from Moses Emiliano. Doesn't get tired.
I've never heard that quote. That is an amazing quote.
With or without guts.
No, that and he doesn't get tired.
Oh, yeah.
He never gets tired. What?
Emiliano.
Yeah, he doesn't get tired. He's on a workhorse.
Yeah. He'll go to practice and then he'll go hunt. After being told, hey guys, stay safe, you know, just chill. He just continues to work. Lewis off there. Koki follows no good. Came out to Antonio. Koki's always trying to follow it in one fluid motion, but hasn't converted here. All the way to the bucket, and a foul here off there to Casimiro take.
Early 90s where a lot of these coaches played. It was Reese Casimiro, it was Bo Casimiro. The Cowboys run and gun teams. Well, guess what? They're finding the renewed version of the run and gun.
Casimiro, 73% from the line in the tournament. Gets his first points of the second half. And the thing that's really pushing him is that if he's struggling on offense, it's because he's not playing good defense. So he doesn't want to come off the floor. So it's forced him to play better defense so he can remain on the floor here for the Cowboys.
Not a lot of fouls all night long. This has been a really clean played game.
Agbayani gets bumped out there. We've only had 10 combined free throws.
Kaihui with 2 fouls, Koki with 2, and then Antonio with 2 for Kohala.
Watanabe, yes. He's got 7, first 2 of the half. The sophomore averaging 19 a game.
So strong.
Screen comes, goes away from it. Casimiro tries with the left, and 19 for Casimiro. Quinlan, no, off of Kaihui, on the ground Seguancia. Picked up here by Agbayani. Look at Kohala go, pull up Francisco. Quinlan yanks down the board. 7-point game, 3.5 remaining.
You know Kohala can keep with this tempo, right? The question, what about Roosevelt? Some of the guys, maybe not everyone though.
Ball goes out of bounds. That'll take us to the TV timeout. Watanabe trying to explode offensively, needing to do more to try and get Roosevelt back in it. Meanwhile, it's Ocean doing Ocean things. 7-point Cowboy lead. Enterprise scores around town. Final day of the tournament. Game started at 9 o'clock with Kauai able to defeat Seabury Hall 52-49. The fifth place game is McKinley fell to Hawaii Prep in the Division II third place game. Wanlord defeated Baldwin 64-52 in the fifth place game. And it was Kahuku to defeat Damien earlier today for the Division I third place matchup.
Coach Kihei talked about 2007. He said we had the upset of the tournament. We beat Aiea in the semifinals. We weren't supposed to beat them. Get into the stand, and you can hear the crickets. You could see the boys and some of the fear. And he said, this group's not the same. This group's traveled. They played in the big tournaments in the convention center. They're ready for this moment. And so far tonight, they've been exactly that.
Quinlan comes after this one. Quinlan attacks, draws the foul. Quinlan will sacrifice his body to try and make a bucket, and he'll draw the foul here on Zane Elazar-Cheng.
So hard to stop, right? He's got that length, he's got that speed. And he's not exactly attacking the basket, he's going parallel. Really hard to cut him off.
If Rosa wants to get back into this, they got to make shots from the line. It's 55% tonight as a team. And hit that one up to 60%. 6 of 10. Make it 11 rather.
They got her picking up Casemiro really early.
Casemiro kick out, Emiliano. Molonai back to Moses Emiliano. Someone's gonna be open. Bayani can't hit. Flying in there to get the rebound, dropped it underneath to Emiliano.
This has been the defense. Her has got the lockdown on Casemiro. We've seen this in every game so far.
Off the heel there for Bayani.
Right, what Steve Hathaway's saying is, hey, we're gonna take Casemiro off the table. You beat us with 4-on-4.
4 of 14 above the arc here for Kohala. They were 2 of 22 last night.
Yeah, the non-Casemiro guys were 0 for 18 last night.
They're 0 for 5 here in the second. Zaguancia, no. Rebound here for Bayani. Here's Casemiro. Offensive foul. Yep, got him. How about Cody Zaguancia taking the shot?
Tom?
Looks like the defensive player actually stayed there. He went right through his body, and that's a charge.
It's a dangerous pass. Quinlan catches it like a football receiver. And that's a great charge taken by Emiliano.
I don't know about that one. I thought he was a little bit late to the party.
Emiliano, who takes the most charges on this team. Let's see. Oh, yeah, look at that. They slide in.
The key is if the player gets to the spot before contact takes place. That was a very close play.
50-50, right?
Well, but here's the thing. If we had a similar play on one side, we better have the same play on the other side. That's all part of what coaches want is consistency.
Oh, that's impossible. I don't want to be a ref. I'm going to stick here in the safe spot on TV.
90 seconds here to go. Emiliano trying to kick it out to the corner. It was covered out there.
Her, no help. Just shadowing. Casemiro finally gets a touch. And her's got the strength advantage. Maybe not the speed.
Casemiro through the foul. To the free throw line he'll go after the foul on Jason Herr. And the Rainbow Wahine basketball team takes on UC Davis before hitting the road. Tomorrow, tune in to Spectrum Sports Live at 6:30 p.m. Go Bows.
Best free throw shooter on the team. Our leader does everything, draws the attention. He's also a great teammate. And he's been clutch all night long.
And his father, who is an assistant coach, Reeve, kind of a fiery kind of guy. He's a little bit more chill. I said, how about you, Ocean? What's different about you than your dad? He's like, I'm thicker. He's built. He's buffer.
All those pig guts.
Yes. They're nearly taken away, but he'll stay with Roosevelt. Kohala's done a masterful job here of eliminating any kind of offensive wave Roosevelt has wanted to produce this evening.
Who's the guy for Roosevelt here? Right? You almost think there's no way they can hold on for 40 more seconds, right? They haven't shown any sort of patience like that all game long.
Even though that was the game plan heading in.
Right.
Watanabe tries to draw the foul, got nothing. Rebound here.
17 seconds is a long possession.
10 seconds is a long possession the way that this game has gone on.
Right. And now Kohala, you believe that they can hold on for 24 seconds.
Final 15 here, quarter 3. It's in the hands of the guy they want to take it. Casemiro. Casemiro, 21 points tonight. 6 on the timer. Casemiro stops, fires, corner. Off there for Emiliano. Kohala able to extend. They led by 1 at the break, and they lead by 8 here in the Snapple Division II State Championship. Visit the new Spectrum stores at Kohala Commons and the Mililani Town Center. Learn about Spectrum Mobile and get the best devices, latest technology, and coolest accessories. Visit spectrum.com/stores for store hours and directions. Come on in and get connected. Well, for Kohala, in these warm-ups, provided by Jason Chai over in the Big Island, does a great job with that. Jason Chai Wilson does phenomenal sublimation work for 808 Hui, and Kohala is very thankful that a guy like Jason, part of that community, also a coach out there in that Kohala campus, through his time, has helped contribute to the success of Kohala here in 2020.
Those are sick.
And they held Roosevelt to just 3 points in the third period. In the HHSA Division II era, that's the fewest points scored by a team in a third quarter of a Division II championship game. Roosevelt down 8.
If you're a Roosevelt fan, though, you've had good fourth quarters. Much better than your thirds.
They have eliminated Watanabe all night long.
It's a lot of patience.
Oh, look out. That one jumped there by Moses Emiliano.
Remember that first shot by Casimiro to set the tone? That's what I'm looking for in this fourth quarter. Who's going to be the guy who says, like, hey, follow me, I got this? Is it Roosevelt? Is it Kohala? It's going to be really key.
Koki, Saguancia, Quinlan, Lewis, and Watanabe. Koki can't get it. A missed shot. Oh, high there for Saguancia, nearly batted and got it. Antonio threw it away. Quinlan gets it. Six-point game. There's Casimiro. He's had the hot hand all night. Out of the corner, Antonio. Rebound, Koki. Yanks it down for number 7 tonight.
If Roosevelt can get another one here, watch out.
Lewis, a deep 2. Not the greatest mid-range shooter. Can't hit. Then the foul here on Koki. Why aren't they taking it to the bucket is my question.
All night long, right? I can't remember one attack of the rack, and you see the strong take there. So tough to stop. Does such a good job of shielding the ball.
Koki takes a seat. Kohala's in the bonus here in the final 6.5. And it'll be Molina Emiliano, who is 0 for 3 in the tournament. The workhorse of the team. Well liked on this squad.
Team that went for 11 for 20 in last night's semifinal game. Doing a better job here tonight, much better, 6 for 7. That's your guy, right? It's Drake time.
Eliminated out there by Moses Emiliano. 4-on-4 this side. As Hui goes up and scores. And a foul off the inbound. Wow. Takeaway. And the foul on Emiliano.
Kamu Kai Hui. Semifinals, 3 points and an amazing 12 rebounds, but what he's doing now offensively, been that spark plug, right? The big presence. First time we've seen an attack on the inside.
Remember, Roosevelt is the best free throw shooting team by percentage in Division II.
Number 7 in the state, right? 65%.
2 goes down here for Quinlan.
And this is the point of the game. If Kohala just tries to play defense on the win, if they stay passive, they're not going to win. They got to be aggressive.
Francisco, long rebound. Emiliano. Emiliano back up and good. Timeout, Kohala.
Big guy with the soft touch. Molinai, number 2 option. That lineage is Calais. His father was an all BIF forward back in the day. His uncle, player of the year. They're on the bench. They've got Reeve Casimiro, the father. He's the point guard on the adult team. They've got Lawrence. So much history.
Yeah.
And when you got kids who are watching their parents play and then they're playing alongside, you can't beat that in terms of learning.
That hot level of shooting and that offensive output has carried over from the semifinals to tonight, as Kohala, who led by as many as 9 at one point in the first quarter, is back out in front by 6 with 5:51 here to go in the fourth. And for Kihei Kapeliela, who spent the 07 and 019 years as an assistant at Kohala, spent 3 years of varsity as a player. He grew up in Kohala. He says, our friends used to find a gym, used to break in and just play ball. That's what you do at Kohala. Well, they broke it into Stan Sheriff Center, and they have produced big time on the break.
Been fun to watch, right? They've come out with spunk, they've come out with confidence. The small town team has been taking the big town by storm. Giddy up.
42-36. Saguacia. Quinlan. Watanabe looking for the ball. Quinlan attacks, short of the shot. Tip back to Quinlan.
And once again, Kylie Hu, she get that assist. Active at the basket. They've gone Twin Towers for the first time, Steve Hathaway has. Doubling down on the size advantage. You'd want a long possession. You'd want a Casimiro shot if you're Coach Kihei. And they can take 2 minutes off the clock. Roosevelt giving him a lot of space.
Going up and that was a nearly hard landing, but the foot kind of softened the blow.
Been the guy here tonight, has Quinlan 10 points, 4 rebounds, a steal, and assist. Long time been looking up to his older siblings. Kalana Koki, he's another guy, right? His brother Peyton on the last OIA championship team back in 2016.
Kohala picked up his 4th foul. Casimiro. Bingo, bango. 23 points. He is 6 of 6 from the line. The lead is 6 here for Kohala. Still got time, but at some point, if this stays 6, you got to take risks. You got to play more aggressively if you're Roosevelt. Quinlan, Koki, Hui wrap around. Short there. Koki through his hands. Quinlan trying to fight for it with Moses Emiliano. And the possession arrow will favor Kohala. Four and a half to go here in the game, and a 6-point lead. Coming up on Island Driver TV, find out what it takes to orchestrate an entire car club into a parade. Check it out tomorrow night at a special time, 8:30, here on Spectrum OC 16. In that tunnel of the Mariel Spartans, we were told by Jimmy Bender during the commercial break that Christmas Tongiai for Kamehameha is in street clothes right now. Now, I know we're still a ways away from the game, but his status is questionable for tip-off for the Division I championship between the Warriors and the Spartans.
Wow.
4.5 here to go, 6-point game. Kohala to trigger. Akbayani throw it up, and it was deflected. Will stay here with the Cowboys.
You don't get to win a championship unless you can see yourself winning before it happens. You get the feeling Kohala's done that, right? You get the feeling Kohala's put in the time they believe.
They always say defense wins championships. Roosevelt averages 59 points a game. They only have 38 here so far with 4 minutes to go here in the fourth.
Remember, right, what's at stake? Someone's going to win their first championships ever. Kohala's only been to this one time before, way back, 2007. Roosevelt's never got to the final.
Watanabe's only had 7 points. Quinlan leads the way with 10 here for Roosevelt. Ocean Casimero's got 23 for the Cowboys. Loose ball, picked up. Sequancio reach in, foul Molinay Emiliano.
And now we get to the point in the game where it's possession by possession. Every one counts. Really unfortunate, right? Gets tripped, not purposefully. Not a bad foul there either.
That's the last foul.
Can Roosevelt value this ball, value this possession?
Watanabe kick out, Sequancio. They're undersized, but this is a very good rebounding Kohala team. Nobody's under the bucket for Roosevelt. There are 4 black jerseys again. Casimero around, Watanabe deflects. Watanabe. Timeout Roosevelt.
When you're so good, you can do some different things for style points. Could have made this a little bit easier, but take a look. Something special indeed. 9 points, 5 rebounds, couple of steals.
Drake Watanabe leads the state in points per game. Steve Hathaway saying he's a very special player. And the question is, will Drake Watanabe, after transferring over from Puno, will he stay here at Roosevelt? He loves his life here at Roosevelt and has enjoyed the company. And Steve Hathaway says that he has just been such a blessing to be a part of this team and help lead them to a Division II championship. But they have shut him down. Drake Watanabe, after having 13 and 12 yesterday, has 9 here this evening. And now the intensity picks up in the press.
Gotta get going.
The middle, Francisco. Francisco 2-on-1 now on the push over the top.
And he hit it! That is such a tough shot. He's taken that a couple of times. So impressive. Who's tired, right? Who's fatigued? Who's got legs?
Watanabe's got legs.
You almost feel like Watanabe's going to be playing his best, right? Because he's finally a little bit tired. He's going to play within himself.
Casimero to Francisco. Kept the foot down. They wanted to travel.
This is the best game of the state tournament so far.
Casimero will make it. Emiliano couldn't get it. And Herr gets the rebound. Chance to cut it to 2 or 1 on this trip. Watanabe, it's a deep 3. Rebound to Francisco.
And you can see Steve Hathaway saying, take it to the basket, right? Take it to the basket.
Foul here.
This shot, wow, over one of the better shot blockers on the court. This is what Drake Watanabe should be doing every single time, right? He's got the strength, he's got the speed.
Here's Ocean Casimero, who has been money from the line here tonight. 6 for 6, 23 points. Remember, he had 27 against Kauai in the opening round. They won that one 68-64. He was 5 of 5 from the line in that game. And he rimmed this one out. A rare miss here at the line for Casimero.
Lots of time left, 2-possession game. Hathaway wants Watanabe to attack the basket.
Lewis, it's a 3. My question is here for Rosa, why are they taking 3s here? You're in the bonus.
That's your question, that's Steve Hathaway's question.
Off of Watanabe, Emiliano gets it, but it went off of his foot. Did he step on the line? No, it'll be Kohala ball.
Really pressing is the defense. There's going to be some home run balls available.
Emiliano bounced it. Oh, and they just ran over Antonio. Good job there from Quinlan to make sure he's okay. Tapped him on the back. Nothing malicious, just the momentum took him over.
Kind of steps on the foot, and then it looks like it drops off his own foot.
Yeah, that looked like it went off of Emiliano.
That's a tough kid right there.
Yes.
I'd be crying in my closet if that happened to me. Elijah Antonio.
First free throw attempts of the tournament.
What suicide are we on right now? Is this number 7 or is this number 8?
I think it's 8E. The way that this is going. A very good free throw shooting team here are the Cowboys. 6-point game, 2 possessions. Quinlan, corner, Lewis, Quinlan. Timeout, Roosevelt.
He's been so good attacking the left side of the basket. You got to make him go right.
Steve Hathaway trying to plead his case, and Kelvin Davis being very patient, saying, "Hey, calm down, let me hear you out here." But it's been the defense that has caused a whole lot of fits delivered by Kohala here to Roosevelt.
Early on, aggressive block. You see people standing their ground. This is Kohala team. They're not huge, but they've got huge hearts. And in championship games, heart's bigger than height.
In a 4-point game, each team in the bonus with 101 seconds to go. Remember, it's a short history of the Division II championship. You see the list in the HHSA Division II era when they split divisions in 07, where St. Francis has won 3 of them. Damien, University Laboratory, Kaiser, Hawaii Prep, and 4 others. So 8 total schools have won one championship.
I'll tell you, this is a key one because Kohala, even though they've never won a D2 championship, you look at their roster, you look at what's coming through the NSP pipeline, they could win 3 in a row. They could win 4 in a row.
It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, certainly, you're right. Each team, 3 timeouts remaining, 1:41 to go. Antonio, Casemiro, how did he get open? Watanabe, short, Emiliano gets it. Timeout, Kohala.
There's a lot of timeouts, and both coaches showing you different ways you can use them, right? Sometimes you can use it to slow things down. Sometimes you can use it to set your press up. In this one, I really like the job that Kohala has brought here. He's slowing things down. He's getting a chance to reset, get some rest. Wants him to be rested, get good decisions, good free throw shooting as well. That's the key coming down the line here.
To the big board we go. We got wrestling coming your way tomorrow. Texaco State Wrestling Championships at the Blaisdell Arena. Coming up next, it's Marino and Kamehameha Kapalama for the Division I championship. And then in a couple weeks, our ILH and OA baseball and softball seasons begin with the Pack and the Monarchs, the Mules and the Trojans, the Raiders, the Spartans, the Owls, and the Pack. It's Marino's tunnel out there. The Spartans back in the Division I championship game after all the scares that they've had this year, all the close games. Had a dreadful first half against Damien, and everyone just realizing they're on the big screen here in the Stan Sheriff Center. What a job Kelly Grant has done with this program.
He would be very deserving of a Coach of the Year award if they win here this year.
Still got a whole lot to settle for the Division II championship. Abayani gets it into Casemiro. Saguancia trying to suffocate him. Going for the steal, it's live and loose. Saguancia, middle, Quinlan, Watanabe. Two-time game, they threw it away. They couldn't tie it with Saguancia.
Oh, look at that pass.
Emiliano. Oh, he missed it. Unbelievable. Watanabe for the lead. No.
It is pandemonium in here. Pandemonium.
What just happened?
Oh my gosh, like 6 things you've never seen all happening on the same possession.
First off, that's a great steal there for Quinlan.
I don't know. A lot of body on that play. Shaken, not stirred.
Watanabe pulls him within 2. The inbound pass was intercepted. Couldn't convert on the tie. And Molina Emiliano, unfortunately for Kohala fans, couldn't convert on a shot that was point-blank range. And now the athletic trainers are tending here.
And then he ran into a shoulder, right, of Quinlan running down the court. I'll tell you, this is a good timeout. Slow things down, reset. Whose ball is it?
Roosevelt's ball.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Steve Hathaway, he says, I'm not usually into traditions or superstitions, but he's worn the same clothes. He's washed them all throughout the tournament. Had his usual meal of a chicken, a fry, and a large Sprite. He says it's only insane if it doesn't work, and so far this week, it has worked. And the physical level of play, which has intensified as this game has gone on.
Look at that. I mean, how does that not get called?
2 to tie, 3 for the lead. 58.1 to go. High ball here for Watanabe. 13 points here tonight for the sophomore. Watanabe, kick out. Lewis for the lead. Offensive rebound, Watanabe. Both teams in the bonus, and the Casemiro fouled Seguancia. And now a chance to tie the game here at the line.
And someone for Kohala, someone for Roosevelt, someone's got to step in and go like, hey, let's slow things down. Let's gather our senses. Not a terrible foul, right? Roosevelt at best can tie. Kohala still got the ball. They haven't been able to get it to the half-court line, though, in the last couple of minutes. I would get that ball in Casemiro's hands ASAP. He's done nothing but make good decisions, make free throws, make plays.
48-48, trap coming. Casemiro here. Casemiro, bounce pass. Emiliano, off the rim, no! Here comes Quinlan, up by Emiliano. And there's his cousin Moses with it. And a foul here with Lewis.
Wow. Sometimes you're going to make mistakes in life. How do you respond from that mistake? Are you going to give up? Or are you going to keep on fighting and work your way from behind? That's what Emiliano did on that play.
And now will Moses Emiliano have the guts to stay composed and give the Cowboys the lead?
The Hunter. That's who I want out there. Some guts, some blood. Some toughness.
Rimmed it out. Rebound for Watanabe. Timeout here for Hathaway with one timeout remaining.
Oh, man. This is one of those games. By the narrowest of margin, you're going to have the widest gaps in emotional reactions.
These pressure situations for these teenage boys. Look at Moses Emiliano.
I don't get tired, Felipe.
I know you don't.
I get tired. I'm tired right now. This game has been exhausting.
We got one more game, brother.
I got my coffee here. I got my...
Right, and you talked about it earlier in the broadcast, right? The adversity that Roosevelt's had to deal with, right? And you nailed it right on the head with the fourth quarter situations that they had to deal with. Getting leads, surrendering leads, coming back. Kohala, this is fairly new territory on a stage that's as big as it gets in the state.
And I'll tell you, the thing also tipping towards Roosevelt's way, they've won the big one. They are the OIA champions for Kohala. They're on the rise, but didn't win the BIF this year. 2 late season losses to HPA.
Says it all right there. Inbound pass here for Quinlan. Quinlan, Watanabe, Lewis.
Oh, good on ball. You got to call timeout.
Throw it to Lewis. Lewis. Short. Watanabe. Rimmed out.
I mean, we know Roosevelt, right? We've seen them this year, the cardiac kids. We didn't know Kohala could do what they've been doing too.
Watanabe at the line, 68% this season. Remember, he missed big free throws in the OI championship game against McKinley and then answered back with a big defensive play. It was roughly at this point, around 30 seconds left in that game against McKinley, and now it's 26.5 here for the Division II championship.
Mr. Nick, gotta get this ball to Casemiro.
Missed it. Emiliano, doubled. Here's Casemiro. The clock is stopped here. The clock is stopped. And the timeout is taken, that's why.
I mean, they were off to the races, right? Casemiro had nothing but green pastures and oceans and rivers and streams ahead of him.
Wow. 30-second timeout here for the Cowboys.
Kohala in the double bonus. Roosevelt in the one-on-one. Roosevelt doesn't need to get a steal. They can get a quick foul. They're still going to be a one-possession game. What a game. I think if you're Kohala, you set a pick, you send Casemiro towards the ball, and you just rest assured because he's been your guy all year long. So he's a reigning BIF co-player of the year, right, as a freshman. That says a lot. How often do you see that? Not very much.
The two Emilianos, along with Agbayani, Casemiro, and Francisco on the floor here for Kohala. 23.3 remaining.
Home run ball all by himself.
Moses Emiliano. Missed it! Watanabe rebound! 15 to go! And poked away! That's three missed open layups here for the Cowboys in the final minute.
You know, you're going to dwell on that, but I love the hustle to get back, right? Last possession.
Maybe. Roosevelt empty on timeouts here. No, gotta get it in here. 10 to go for the Division II championship. It's Watanabe for three. No! Casemiro rebound. And it's Kohala ball.
I was screened. I couldn't see this play. Cookie's hand definitely lodges it loose. It's whether it shimmied back off of Casemiro. I couldn't see.
Here's another look at it. Remember, this is not reviewable. It's not part of the HHSA review process. And the question is, if it went.
It was a real tough call.
And that tells you everything, right? One guy's got it one way, one guy's got it the other. 3.2 seconds now.
Yep, about quick.
Gotta be quick.
The way that Kohala's done spacing and spreading them out and leaking out guys down the court.
What a crazy last couple of minutes. Roosevelt's out on the court real early here, setting up their defense. On the other side, Casemiro's been running off picks. They've also did the home run ball in the last play. I kind of like the home run ball because you get it way down on the other side of the court, and then there's not a chance for the easy bucket from Roosevelt.
The only opposite, or the only thing about that is if it's untouched, then the ball comes back over here to the other team. But no likelihood.
You just send Emiliano because he's not going to get tired, right? He'll touch it. Just tell him, touch it.
No timeouts either way. They're going to play out the final 3.2. Kohala and Roosevelt looking for their first state championship in school history.
Hunting for the trophy.
3.2. Agbayani to throw it in. Agbayani got it in. Emiliano is fouled with 1.3 remaining.
And you think to yourself, right? 1.3, this game's in hand. Not this game. Not this night.
And remember, Kohala is in the double bonus. This is two free throws here for Molonai Emiliano, who is 2 of 2 from the line tonight.
The one thing you can't do if you're Kohala, you can't foul. I would pull my two guys back off the line. Right, 1.3 seconds. They've got to shoot a last gas play. They don't even have a timeout.
No.
You just can't have a foul.
Even a miss here makes it more difficult.
Right.
To make it a 3-point lead. three-point three. Inbound to Quinlan to send it to overtime. How about the Cowboys? Kohala, for the first time ever, is a state champion. The ride of a lifetime. Kohala makes history in Manoa tonight. Can you imagine the party on the Big Island tonight? 51-48. It affects everybody here in the Stan Sheriff Center. And that is what makes this sport at this level so special. It means so much. It is community, it's heart, it is passion. We saw it here from the two teams this evening. Historic victory for Kohala. They felt the pain of losing a championship 13 years ago, and fast forward to 2020, they win a thriller here in Manoa.
It's generational, right? It's not about the youth, but it's about these coaches who've been so invested. A community that cares so much about basketball. A special night.
Jimmy Bender has Kohala's Hawaii Honda Dealers impact player.
Yeah, Felipe, Kevin, it's got to be Ocean Casimiro. 23 points tonight for the Cowboys. And Ocean, first question is, describe what it was like playing those last couple of minutes to us, because watching it on TV, it was crazy.
The last 2 minutes was just like a regular game. Our team, we fight for that. We're meant for it, yeah. And they rely on me, and I always take it. I take the chance, and this is for Kohala, baby.
Think about this. Many, many years down the road, when you're a grandpa, you can annoy your grandkids by telling them, I was part of that first team that won a state title for Kohala. What does that mean to you?
It's really emotional. It's really a big thing, because being the first, it means history. We made history right there, the first ever. So I'd like to thank my dad for pushing me through everything. Without him, I wouldn't be here right now. Thank everybody, the staff. Love you guys. Kohala, baby.
Hey, we saw that emotion out there, too, at the end. That was real, baby. That was real. He's your impact player, Ocean Casimiro. Guys, back to you.
Ocean, congratulations. Jimmy, thank you so much. They've relied on him so often this season, and he saved arguably his best performance, 4 last, 23 points.
This is what high school sports is all about, right? It's about the even playing field. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, how big a school, how big a player you are. If you've got the heart, if you've got the energy, if you're a great teammate, you can work magic.
And we saw that magic here from Casimiro with his 23 points, his 4 rebounds. As a team for Kohala, you talk about free throw shooting. 13 of 16 for the game, which really sealed the deal here for the Cowboys to win the championship.
It's Hoosier basketball, right?
Yeah.
Small town kids to the big town city. Hey, the free throw line's still the same distance away.
Let's get to Roosevelt's Hawaii Honda Dealers impact player. Drake Watanabe, took a while for him to get going, not until the 4th quarter, but still our 2nd consecutive double-double performance.
He's a beast. He's got speed, he's got the strength, he's got the range, he's got the confidence. And watch out, I'll tell you, as he refines his game, as he finds a little bit more control, it's gonna be really tough to stop.
Great job from Drake Watanabe here tonight, Steve Hathaway and the rest of the Roosevelt staff, but they'll end up in 2nd place here in 2020. Kihei Kapeliela was so emotional when that buzzer sounded. Here he is with Jimmy.
Yeah, thanks a lot. You know, first off, Kihei, let's talk about the game plan from the beginning, and you stuck to it into the 2nd half, and it worked out for you in the end. What is it about these kids being undersized that they can run like that?
They just believe. They believe in each other. All 11 of them. It's team effort. Like you said, we're small. We gotta play team defense. That's the only way we played it from day one. it's all 11 all together. That's the only way we can do it.
Felipe, I mentioned the emotion that you showed, and Ocean as well. I mean, you know, just dropping to the floor there. Describe that emotion to us.
Oh, it's like a big relief. You know, these boys, they work so hard all year. They totally deserve it. Sorry.
No, it's all right. I get it, bro.
Yeah.
Talk about, you know, Kohala being such a small town community. What does this mean to that community?
It's huge. You got the best fans in the world. They're probably watching right now. Thank you, Kohala. They support us. It's like a big family, Kohala. The whole town is like a whole family. And I know they got a lot of people watching right now back home, and just thank them for the support all year.
There it is, baby. How about them Cowboys?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Back to you guys.
A campus that only has 266 students as enrollment. About 50 of them are seniors. And there'll be the biggest party or parade or whatever they're planned for the Cowboys back home as they finish off 2020 as the Division II state champions. Our Taco Bell play of the game, one of many that we've seen here tonight. Ocean to beat the buzzer in the first half. Scoop into the hoop. And they'll get 2 more years out of him.
That's crazy. It's crazy. This is a great team. They've got great heart. And a coach in his first year makes history.
And they're about to raise the trophy on the court right now. Kohala 2020 Division II state champions. 11 players, all heart, 15 wins. An extra piece of hardware to take on the plane back to the Big Island. And we got one more championship game coming up next in about 25 minutes here on Spectrum OC16. It'll be #1 Kamehameha taking on Marino for the Division I crown. Kevin Wong, Jimmy Bender, Tom Yoshida, our entire crew. Felipe Hostro, hang tight as we continue the Snapple Boys Basketball State Championships.